Hello everyone, we're back with another video from the FanStands covering last week's matches and going for the next week. Today first let's talk about Manchester United and its great comeback against two of the big teams.
Brilliant. I mean, son, I'm a Liverpool fan.
Yeah.
I never mind Manchester United losing matches, but they were playing Manchester City, who have, thanks to Manchester United, they're trailing 14 points from
Yeah.
Liverpool now.
Yeah,
From
we
first place.
did you guys a favor.
Yeah, thank you so much for that. And if your Leicester can do us a favor and try to drop points, so I'd appreciate it. But the thing is that because Manchester United is not a title contender at the moment, I don't mind them giving us a helping hand in defeating Manchester City. But before the City match,
the Tottenham
the
match.
one against Tottenham as well, Mourinho did not get his revenge, as a lot of us thought that he's going to come and he's going to end Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's career, and that was going to be his last. This is not me saying it. This was also coming from a lot of Manchester United fans. I mean, they thought that Mourinho is going to beat Solskjaer at Old Trafford.
Humiliate.
Yeah, and that was going to be his last home match, and then Guardiola was going to eat his side at the Etihad. But Ole, he had some other plans, and he's actually taking control of the wheel again,
Yeah.
like he did last season when his appointment came in, 10 matches unbeaten. Dayan's not here, so he's an expert on Manchester United, but I'll try my best. I'll try. And Hassan, I'm sure you're a United fan. You can help.
I was jumping for
Help
joy.
pitch in. You were jumping. I could see from the group, and then I thought, okay, it's a match. I can skip. United's winning.
Yeah.
But-
So if we talk about the matches first, let's talk about the Tottenham one. United started off brilliantly, scoring an early goal, and
Very attacking. I mean, Rashford is amazing in both of the matches.
yeah,
And
especially against Tottenham.
Spurs, if you talk about Tottenham, one critique I would have, obviously I'll talk about Spurs, you can continue with United, but Vertonghen playing as a left back. Now he is an aging player, and plus he's slow. There was no movement from the left from Spurs, and Son was there alone. He was trying to, do with his trickery and get past United players, but United was so in control that day, and they kept the shape even against a match against City. I mean, whenever the opposition came into their final half,
that formation came out.
so they came back and they kept their shape and they closed down all the possible spaces. And the teams, they tried to cross in, but United defense, that was very good. They cleared everything from the box.
Yeah, not only defense, I have to give praise to the midfielders as well, especially Fred and McTominay.
Amazing.
Fred was amazing for both matches, although his crossing from corners has left something to be desired.
He's a midfielder, he's central defensive, so I don't expect him to cross, but he's
the designated corner taker.
His understanding with McTominay
Is
absolutely, is increasing week by week, and I don't know where does Pogba fit in now. A lot of my people say that he can come in for Pereira, but
or Jesse Lingard's now playing. So
Yeah,
although
Lingard's-
he's improved in the past few games, but I think it's that position that is that Pogba can take.
Yeah, maybe that one Pogba can take, but for now, I mean, they're doing very well in the midfield and the front three, Martial, James and Rashford.
Yeah,
they've been
they've
very
been
good.
brilliant. I think Martial did not play against Tottenham. Greenwood was playing, but even then he was brilliant as well. Talking about the wingers, both Rashford and James, provide width and provide speed. And in the Tottenham game, it was all Rashford. You could see everybody was putting the ball forward to Rashford, and Rashford was causing trouble in the first half. Like, if he was playing against a training side, it looked like that he was in a training game. And
Yeah, definitely, and he's proving his critics wrong. A lot of people said that Abraham has already got a lot more goals than Rashford in a season, who's playing his first senior team season for Chelsea. But Rashford, he's been there for 5 years, and someone like a lot of United fans do not like Rashford, and they wanted him to be sold off because they thought
they
that
said he wasn't improving that much.
He wasn't improving, and he was a liability. Jose Mourinho was one of his critics, and
I think that was a driving factor as well.
I think United players were pumped up as well because Jose was there, and they wanted to prove him wrong that it was you who wasn't able to manage us well, and this is what we're capable of.
Yeah, the academy players can even win. You don't need
Yeah, I
highly
mean,
experienced.
United, when they play attacking football for the first 30 minutes against Spurs, they were absolutely brilliant. Very good goal by Dele Alli.
Yes.
Um,
Although it was sort of a lucky
I
one as
think
well.
I think that was something could have been given because there was some doubts there, and benefit of the doubt can go to the one who's attacking. So it couldn't be given either ways, but it might have been harsh if that wasn't given.
Hmm.
A good goal, but I think the second half was quite dull, to be honest.
In both the games, if you see that once United changed its formation, after they were 2 goals up or they were in a cruise position, in both the games they changed their formation to a back five, and that's when they lost the plot. Even against City, at the end, although United still was the better team, but City kept getting the ball and kept on attacking.
Yeah,
United was playing on
City,
counter.
you can expect, I mean, at the Etihad, when they scored first and, 2 goals, City
Yeah.
were already drowning.
Yeah,
in-
but even then, in the first half, City barely got 2 goals, 2 shots on target, and both of them were not real.
Yeah, they could have seen it through. I mean,
chances.
Rashford could have scored 5 goals that
Yeah.
match. That is how good he was. I mean,
And even James missed a few, and
James
Martial
missed a
missed
few.
one.
City, when the thing is, you can expect City to come back attacking at you. I mean, at halftime, I thought City can equalize. They did get an they did score
Through
later
Otamendi.
on through Otamendi, who came as a sub. But then again, the problem for Manchester City is that they do not have defenders and they're missing quite a few key players.
And Stones got injured during the
Stones
match.
got injured and he wasn't playing that well, to be honest. Otamendi, I think, did a better job when he came in. The goals stopped leaking for City, and they're desperately missing someone like Aguero who can
Yeah.
finish in
And-
that 3-yard box.
Yeah, and also let's talk about Walker as well. Although he left something to be desired while going up front, and his defending hasn't been really up to par.
Yeah, it hasn't
but
been
his,
in form.
But his speed, and there were a couple of chances that could have been an open goal opportunities for United, but Walker just outran once or twice he outran Martial, and he did the same with Rashford, and he did the same with James as well. So you gotta give credit where credit is due. Walker is really
He's
quick.
good. He's good. I mean, when he was
Really
in
quick.
Tottenham, I think he's someone Tottenham is desperately missing.
Yeah.
So coming back to the Spurs match, I mean, what Spurs were doing, they did not have any natural wingers who can cross the ball. They were looking for Aurier because they had no one on the left. Son, Ali, and Kane, they were coming in the middle, and they were giving the ball to Aurier on the right.
And he wasn't
And
able
his crossing was
Yeah.
very poor in that match. And Walker is someone who can cross the ball. He almost plays as a right winger at times, especially against defensive teams. That is how Guardiola operates. But Guardiola needs a desired set of players who can play the type of game he wants. And with that growing injury list, he's not able to do so. And teams are coming and exposing him. I mean, who would have thought City would drop so many points this season, 17 points or so, especially losing again at home.
Yeah, it's for and one more thing that I would like to add, I think the teams that are doing really well. I was just talking about this before as well. The teams that are doing really well have got really good right back and left back. Let's talk about Leicester. Let's talk about Liverpool, and in this match,
Even
United.
Manchester United,
Yeah,
Van
Van Bissaka. Except for the first dribble that Sterling made right
good,
at the start.
Good back pass, yeah. Sterling was in his pocket.
Yeah,
throughout.
except for that, Sterling, he even got, De Bruyne was trying to come on this side, Bernardo Silva tried coming on this side, he blocked them all. And he didn't just block, he got the ball, and then pushed it forward and caused City problems.
Absolutely playing very well. He was beast on that right hand side for United. He was, I think he was one of my man of the match for that match, to be honest.
He was the man of the match.
Oh, he was the man of the
He
match.
was the man of the match.
Oh, sorry. I wasn't aware of that. So, he did well. I think United play Everton next.
Yeah, United play Everton next at home.
At Old Trafford.
Yeah,
I expect United to win, although Everton has got a new manager in the form of Duncan Ferguson. He's actually an interim manager. Filling in, Unai Emery could be favoured to replace or David Moyes as a matter of fact, who could come in. But for now, it's Duncan Ferguson. He's a very animated character, very feisty character, a striker back in the days. I remember played for Everton and he scored against in very crucial matches. So
Yeah.
he's someone, and he was very animated, very vocal on that side, and he rejuvenated his side. His team looked to play more physical against
Chelsea.
Chelsea.
And Richarlison and Sidibe are...
Charlison is a very good player. He's someone I wish if he wasn't playing for Everton, if he was still in Watford, Liverpool should have snapped him up.
Yeah, I
But
think
I
they
mean-
will next season or
I
two.
don't think he'll join the
One
rivals,
of the big teams
But
would.
yeah, one of the big teams can come for him. The reason why I mentioned Liverpool, not as a fan, but just to give you an example how good he is. I mean, a big team can come for him. Rightly said, Hassan. So Chelsea, I think we should talk about Chelsea.
I think we'll talk about that in a different video.
Okay.
So United play against Everton. City, although they did really well against Burnley, but could not perform against United at all.
Yeah.
Next up, they're going to the Emirates against Arsenal. Arsenal, although
Tricky
have
one.
have a match up today.
At West Ham tonight, yes.
Tonight, but their last match, they were playing they were so full of shit. The Aubameyang had to go to the washroom.
He went in the 80th minute, and I think Lundberg wasn't even aware of that.
So we're not going to talk about Arsenal. There's very less to talk about that, so we're probably going to cover that in a different video.
We're going to cover Arsenal in the next video because we're waiting for the match against West Ham. But
Yeah.
if we talk about Brighton, I mean, absolutely shameful.
Yeah, but Connolly was
I mean,
playing very well. And
Connolly played well. Arsenal had no answer. I mean, that score on paper, I mean, expected to win at home at least. Even if you don't win, I mean, you're supposed to perform well, and Arsenal fans they're growing in frustration. I mean, they're shouting, they're angry.
Yeah.
But things don't seem to be working out, and the rumors are coming in that Aubameyang wants to leave.
Yeah, the captain wants to leave.
He's not signing. I mean, you've lost one captain because of his issues with the crowd, and now you
lost one captain at right before the start of the season. Then you lost a captain because of crowd reactions. Now the new captain wants to leave, so I don't know what's going on.
He's not signing a new contract, I believe.
Yeah, he's not. He's refused to sign it. Okay, moving on. Wolves host Tottenham in the week as well. So this is going to be a tough game for Tottenham. Although Tottenham played really well against Burnley.
Yeah, they were at home.
And this goal with Son,
Brilliant
it
goal,
was,
Son.
I believe, the goal of the season.
Brilliant. I think Son, amazing goal. I mean, best thing was, taking on almost the entire Burnley defense and team ran through. I mean, if you see the goal, it wasn't something very spectacular, but that run from Son, that burst of speed, and him,
he dribbled past a few players.
Dribbled past, and the confidence he had, I mean, you require massive confidence to do that, and an amazing finish at the end as well. So Son, he's bursting with confidence. He's been Spurs' best player so far this season, and when Mourinho's come in, he's instilled, I think, a lot of confidence and faith in him. And
even against when Pochettino was there, he was still playing.
He is there, but he looks like a reborn player. I mean, he was in form, no doubt. He's quite a gentle person, he's very calm, collective, and a very nice person. I don't know him personally, but this is what we've heard, and he's always interacting with the fans. He always has a smile on his face.
Yeah.
He tries to be a gentleman on and off the pitch. So amazing run, and Dele Alli again, he's been good.
Yeah, but it was against Burnley, so
Burnley has a rigid defense. I mean, if you remember Tottenham, when Pochettino was there, they even failed to register wins at home against weaker opponents. So, they're doing well.
Yeah, but Burnley, is coming off a very bad record. They got a thumping from City as well. So it was a very weird.
Before the match, there was a joke. Sean Dyche said that whenever I go away and play one of the big teams, I play Chelsea away, Mourinho's there. I play United away, Mourinho's there. And after a year, I come to Tottenham, Mourinho's there again.
So
Burnley is cursed with Sean Dyche's cursed with Mourinho. He has to face him away every time.
Yeah, so Wolves is playing Tottenham, and Wolves is doing really well.
It's going to be a tough match.
Yeah,
Wolves, they start off very slowly at the start of the season. I mean, I remember when they played 7-10 matches in the start, they only had 2 wins.
Yeah.
But, they picked themselves very up. Adama Traore is doing well. Diogo Jota, he's doing well. Jimenez hasn't been scoring a lot this season, consistent like he was last season. But they're doing well. Wolves, they play as a team, and their coach is, Nuno Espirito Santos. He's amazing. He's done an amazing job with a
Yeah.
team like Wolves, who were just promoted
last season.
and they're doing well. And he's a wanted man. A lot of clubs want his signature. He's also linked to Arsenal.
Yeah, so let's see whether Arsenal are able to sign
Let's
him
see,
off.
because
Brendan Rodgers
yeah,
has
he
signed a
signed
contract
a
for
new
2025.
25, and his wages suddenly take, they
A jump.
take a jump, and it's going to be very difficult for Arsenal to come and get signature of Brendan Rodgers now.
Yeah. So so I guess for the upcoming matches, United is expected to win.
I'll give it 2-1 win to United.
Yeah, and Tottenham's going to have a tough match. I'd say it would be a draw.
Yeah, I'll go with you. I think I have a
And
1-1 draw.
and although City is not playing its best, but Arsenal's
I
it's even worse.
I don't know what to say. I mean, Emirates, City. Let's see how they perform against West Ham. That is away,
Yeah.
but you need to sort this out because they've taken too long in appointing a manager.
Yeah,
And
they're
Lundberg,
almost at the relegation zone. Almost.
Yeah, they'll survive relegation probably, but Lundberg doesn't seem to be prepared or ready to take on this job now.
I don't think it's a problem with Bloomberg. It's a problem with
No, this is not a problem with Lundberg. I'm just saying that Lundberg isn't ready to come and coach
big club man.
this kind of an Arsenal team which has underperforming players and players who do not want to play for the club. It is time they start recycling and bring in players who can actually redeveloping
Or from a player
from the scratch. I mean, they have to rebuild like a lot of other clubs have done.
All right. I guess that's about it for the video. One more thing that I would like to point out. I predicted both of United wins.
Oh,
Yeah.
I remember that. A lot of people. Asan, sorry, I'll just say one last thing about that. In that week, a lot of people said it's going to be no wins, 0 points for Solskjaer, and he was going to get the boot.
Yeah.
And this is a lot of United fans as well. They said Oli out after
Because they wanted Pochettino.
some
Yeah.
disappointing set of results. And then, when they beat Spurs, you said, okay, this is a win against Spurs. We'll probably lose to City, and going away, we'll take it. We've defeated Spurs at home. And that win against Guardiola, I mean, they won at the Etihad after a long time. I can't recall the last time they won away.
when Pogba.
Okay, but that was quite
a year or two ago.
Yeah, that was quite a while ago. So they aren't expected to win at City. I mean, a lot of teams aren't. Even Liverpool or Spurs or Chelsea, Arsenal going away at the Etihad, not expected to get points off Manchester City. So even City has to go back to the drawing board. Guardiola really needs to sort his defense and his team out.
Definitely. Defensively, City has been looking really
Defensively, even in the attack, they're missing Aguero. So Sterling, usually very good player, consistent, but
he hasn't scored against United in 17 games. So, yeah.
Wow, I wasn't aware of that. And Van Bissaka ensured that he remains in his pocket for this one.
Yeah. So I guess that's about it for the video. Do remember to like and share the video and subscribe to our channel.
Subscribe to our channel, and what do you want to hear us talking about? And thank you so much. We've started to get a lot of views now. I mean, they've increased, but we want you to hit that subscribe button.
And we've crossed 400 people on Facebook and 100 people on
yeah, we did,
YouTube.
and we're growing. The problem is I get a lot of compliments on our video, the job we do, but that is on personal basis. I want you guys to comment below and share the videos.
All right.
Okay. Thank you so much. Take care.
Nafis.
Bye.